And I am here with what is technically the final episode of Problem Sleuth. There's still going to be a bonus episode after this, but this is the final episode of the main story if I'm able to get it all done today. Alright, so I think I should adjust the volume. Like that. Wait, I closed Discord, didn't I? Oh, there we go. I usually close Discord when I'm recording, so if anyone attempts to call me, they won't interrupt the recording. Because people like to call me to get attention, and sometimes people just randomly add me to group chats, so... Anyway, boop. Let's see how it goes with Chapter 18 of 22. What's the chapter called? Superstring Straighter. DMK's attack has ripped the universe in half. Oh no. That's not good. The cathedral and clock tower have been sliced in half as well. The currents of space and time pull back to reveal the highly energetic, extra-dimensional cosmic superstring Straighter. Though the blast missed the ship entirely, the steering wheel has also been mysteriously bisected. The steering wheel was relayed to the universe, you donk. How else could it, flip it over? The comb report? The next two combs are complete. They appear to be a couple of doozies. Fill hysterical dames and nervous broad-suckle receptacles. No pythons. Fiesta A-Stick and Mobster Kingpin interrupt their brawl to wonder what the heck is going on over there with that lazy Susan. Two of the receptacles are topped off. I should, go to here. Remove tracks. Yeah, one of them was deleted from this album. Shut this. But why can't I download it? No. Why can't I? Okay, fine. I think all of them got deleted, actually. I'm not sure. What is called? It was called that, right? Alright. I will find this if it kills me. Boop. Homestuck. Come on. Guess there's really no point, because that's just gonna waste time, huh? Madam Youre, address more vigorously. Glomp! Oh no, anger. You suck hysterical tame right in the noggin with a bold swab of emerald green paint. She's not clean through her corset. You killed her. Hysterical dame, return to dollhouse. Oh no. Oh. Your puny attempts did nothing. Hysterical dame, comb rave, rolling thunder. When does this end even? Well, I don't know. Comb rave! Oh boy, that is a pretty graphic. Oh. Oh my. Taser! Get fricked! Oh god, you drew like the MSPA logo on them. And then like a death symbol. Neversbrod, chain attack! Neversbrod chains her comb rave after Hysterical Dame's attack. Together, you initiate your dual rave maneuver, Cauterize Sisters. Neversbrod, comb rave, highly flammable case of the vapors. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. You become engulfed in volatile stripper fumes. You declare you're feeling a bit lightheaded and warm under the blouse. Oh gee. Neversbrod, finish her. You fire up your finishing move, level 99 Cuddle Tech, tuck her in tonight. Get fricked. Madame Mural has been slain. She dropped a skeleton brush and a pellet. A stick. Enjoy life. Yes. Oh my god, the poorly drawn dog is back. From like chapter 2 or whenever. You stroll down the sidewalk with your beautiful and loving family, thinking fondly of all the riches and power you've accumulated. You're going to get a bite to eat at a restaurant you run, and then taking a motion picture at a theater which you also own. It's safe to say you hold this town in the palm of your hand. But not everyone is thrilled by your meteoric rise to power. Nearby, a furtive eye leers at you behind an incognito brightglass. Godhead Pickle Inspector, Deus Ex Suing Machina! Your wondrous creation has been desecrated. You simply will not tolerate this. Da, 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 da. Oh no. You plucked the ham needle from its foundation in the Bushweir district. With divine powers, you elongate the fan cord considerably. You have fixed the meat-based landmark to your trusting suing machina. You hold up the fabric of space-time to assess the damage. My. This is what happens when you allow hooligans to roughhouse in your universe. Godhead Pickle Inspector, Sue Universe back together. There you go. You've done it. The breach has been mended. You put the ham needle back where it belongs. That also means the fan cord has gone across the universe twice. Next. And all of this stuff is back together. The structures repair themselves as well. The ship's wheel is mended. As the universe comes back together, the four heroes drift into the opposite gravitational field. Fiesta A-Stick, wield machine gun against Monster Kingpin. You're fricked. You're through with all this aimless ruffianism. It's time to give Monster Kingpin an up-close look at an ugly end of your hairpin. Monster Kingpin, Don Madame Mural's Corset. Oh no. Mobster Kingpin puts on the late Madame Euro's stolen undergarments. The gravity bracer fixed like a glove. It's almost a little too comfortable. You pull the mass drawstrings and boost your mass by a factor of 10. Fuse your A-stick. Fire. Oop. The bullets ricochet off of Mobster Kingpin's now massive, virtually immovable torso. A few of the circle receptacles shatter. Oh god, there's honey everywhere! The clock tower of Cartesian alignment finally strikes midnight. The toll can be heard throughout the cosmos. Come on. You're ruining the joke. Ah. Oh, come on, you can barely hear it. That joke went on terribly. Oh my god. I shouldn't have tried that thing. Oop. But all I could think is a ding, 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 thing, like, of the frickin', that generic doorbell sound. And then that led me to remember doorbell megalovania thing. Anyway, the speakeasy patrons here to chime and know that it can only mean one thing. It's the witching hour and it's time to get your drink on. This is no dilemma, a spirited hootenanny will not address. The patrons wonder what has become of their beloved legitimate establishment. Should get the mic closer to my face. But, heck. Why are you looking down the hole? No. Boop. A change takes place in the ship's wheel, huh? Well? Hysterical dame, get brush and pellet. You acquire the skeleton brush and the pellet. You put your scale corset back on while you're at it. You've grown fond of its snug embrace. You hear a loud racket from another room. You think it's probably a good idea to just leave it be. Hysterical dame, paint keyholes on locks. You use a skeleton brush to apply keyholes to the locks with the appropriate paint colors. Hysterical dame, unlock door. You use the skeleton key on the locks. I thought it would have to do with the pickle fricks. Whatever. Next. Death greets Madame Euro in the afterlife politely. He nervously pours a hot cup of tea. Oh, he wonders if by any chance. Yeah, he wonders. By any chance, you are up for a game involving large mammals with insatiable appetites. Madame Euro becomes furious at the backhanded reference to her substantial carriage. Oh no. Hysterical dame plus nervous broad ascend stairs. You both advance to the second floor of the dollhouse. It appears this is where Madame Euro keeps her whores imprisoned while they're not blowing honey coolers at conspicuous Johnson scratch out the salad. Oh god. That's the worst sentence I've ever had to read out loud ever. That was actually a lot less dirty than it sounded. Maybe it wasn't then. It looks like there's a pair of sunglasses on the floor. Oh yes. Dave time. I'm not even joking, these are literally Dave shades. Heroes turn crank. Oh no. Oh! The cathedral's viewport zooms in on a clock. You can now read the time quite clearly. Okay. The Chronos scope of axial conjugation extends from the cathedral's eye. Kinda loud. Not. Up. Time to pause. And back. So, this stuff is happening. You observe a change taking place in the wheel's viewport. You also notice that the ship has nearly swung all the way back around to a waiting ornery DMK. If you are going to do something, you'd better do it fast. Never sprod. Free sunglasses. You put Ben Stiller sunglasses in your inventory. You never know when you might need to look outrageously cool. Hysterical dame and nervous broad ascend stairs. You reach the attic. There's a switch on the wall that powers a line running up the chimney. Problem Sleuth. Remove chronoscope from wheel. Oh my! Oh my god! You pry the scope from the central groove. The wheel becomes deactivated. The animation is just getting better. You got the chronoscope! What the frick? What just happened? So, basically lame reference. Oh gee, I didn't think it was dumb. Fiesta 8 stick, combat operandi, belly of the whale. You've been locked in this futile struggle long enough. It's time to swallow this sucker. The whole enchilada. Mob circling pen, battle technique, extortion. Wait. We've been on chapter 19 for a while. Ascension, alignment, conjugation. I didn't notice. Then this one is a longer chapter. Once again, Mobster Kingpin turns the tables on you and horns in on your somewhat ethnically flavored racket. Fiesta Ace stick gets pulled into Mobster Kingpin's generous tummy. You transform into Fiesta Mobster Kingpin. Your base mass and volume are amplified considerably. You're now way too big to exit the pantry door. Oh god. Oh no. Thug, lower pry glass to reveal a black ring round eye. He's seen enough. He gives a surly little nod to his accomplice. Ace has been strutting around like he owns the town long enough. The thugs and their bean shooters have something to say about that. And that thing is, dance between lead raindrops, you filthy rat! Well, auto parry. You auto parry a bullet directly in the gut, saving your dear sweet Sunhurst. Wifehurst, however, was not so lucky. You mutter something to death between sobs. It sounds something like, "We had a deal. We had a deal." Oh yeah! Because he had the deal to have Wifehurst brought back. Aww. Demon Mobster Kingpin's emotions have risen due to the gripping drama unfolding on top of his hat. Now would really be an ideal time to inflict damage. This is the only other album I can really think that would fit the mood of this. A stick plus Sunhurst become vigilante superheroes out of Greece. Wait. Alright, yeah, that works. Your losses cause you to feel an all-consuming sense of vigilance. You feel like every superhero origin cliche is swirling around you at once. BSA stick! Punch depth and snout to establish superiority. That Mexican fellow over there seems awfully angry. Maybe you're just being paranoid, but he looks to be fixing to punch something. So as not to upset him further by referencing his ethnicity, you casually push your pinata that was in plain view back into your games cupboard. You feel foolish for nearly recommending it as an activity. Sunhurst becomes Bathurst. You guess you should probably find some sort of costume too. Maybe something with a skull on it, I don't know. Problem Sleuth? Give scope to Pickle Inspector. At the same time, you lob the chronoscope to your incredibly slow ally. Pickle Inspector, attach scope to sniper rifle. It fits your sextant perfectly. It will be a breeze ferrying the skies with its old-fashioned nautical navigation device. Speaking of which, you can see your ship through the scope. What? A change takes place in the clock tower of Cardisan alignment. Oh no. Oh no! The clock tower is a sniper. The tower transformed into the clock tower sniper cannon. Pickle Inspector, zoom in. You have arrived. You see through the scope that the Chicago overcoat has finally swung around in front of Demon Monster Kingpin again. Hey, there you are with a gun. You should probably be careful when you point this thing. Pickle Inspector, look around the universe with scope. You cast a curious ogle through the cosmos. The clock tower coordinates its aim with your movements. Ooh. Pretty cool. What's that up there? It looks like something has been caught in the orbit of a distant moon. Problem Sleuth. For the love of God, Pickle Inspector, save that glorious bust! No! You've got to save it, even if it means taking a bullet for Captain Snoop. Pickle Inspector had no intention of destroying the precious bust, and in any case, your valiant gesture wouldn't have accomplished anything, since it was, of course, the cannon that needed to be blocked, not the rifle. Pickle Inspector's finger slips! No! No! Oh God, no, not Captain Snoop! Huh? Oh my God! Oh my God! Hysterical dame, flip switch. Finally, it is time to supply power to the fan. Soon, a chilling breeze shall flood the heavens. The mighty blades will cut at the air like an executioner's axe. The motor will purr like a jungle cat washing blood off its paws. It will bring terror into the hearts of your foes, and how they will tremble. The electric current makes its way through the well-traveled cord. To reach the fan, it seems the current must traverse the entire span of the universe, and then back again. This should take approximately 18 billion years, twice. Unless, of course, you can think of a way to increase the speed of light. Heroes descend. Ascend other side of cathedral. The 4 heroes have reached the bottom of the city side of the cathedral. It turns out ascending 66,666 flights of stairs is a lot easier than ascending. Descending them? The heroes take a stroll to the gutter pipe projects. Their curiosity is piqued by the peculiar arrangements. Fiesta Mobster Kingpin. Titan Bracer, making you small enough to exit door. You pull on the volume drawstrings, reducing your volume by a factor of 10. You should be able to leave this blasted pantry now. The floor beneath you creaks under your highly concentrated weight. Up. You fall through the floor of the dollhouse. Pickle Inspector, aim at Demon Mobster Kingpin. First you use your crack shot aim to sever the tether to the anchor. You then draw aim between Demon Monster Kingpin's multitude of ghastly eyes. Pickle Inspector, fire! Oh heck. The cannon volley deals significant damage, which Demon Mobster Kingpin naturally is quick to regenerate. You have to keep plugging away at him to keep pace with his demonic defenses. On the plus side, this surely means there will be plenty paying Nectar to work with soon. Zombie Ace takes the brunt of the actual sniper rifle fire, but it definitely manages to auto-parry each shot directly in the face. Zombie Ace Stick matured a new parry craft, Grocer's worst nightmare. Zombie Ace Stick, combat operandi. Check yourself, Jonah! You are fed up with being a squishy neurotic doormat. It is time to use your most potent combat operandi of all! You quickly transform into Zombie Corsair Dick to suit the nautical theme of your awesome marine mammal-based attack. Oh my god! You fire your harpoon gun into the great monster's hide and hoist yourself up. In the process, you really bump Pickle Inspector, knock his aim off kilter a bit. You make a stand for the freedom of your people. There shall be no dick trod upon again. The prophecy was true. You are the chosen one. The sleeper has awakened! The cannon's fire draft. Oh no. Wait. The sperm whale falls through the sky and lands on a building. This all seems highly improbable. The impact of the fall finally snuffs out your flicker completely. Zombie Ace's Gambit schema has expired. You have fallen through many floors of a building and landed. Oh my god, this is jailbreak. You have fallen through many floors of a building and landed in a jail cell. There's a friendly-looking man in the corner with an odd variety of possessions. He is likely completely sane. You look forward to becoming friends with him and working together to escape. You can't imagine what could possibly go wrong. Oh my god. Really? How did it get this bad? The art style has really improved quite a bit since jailbreak, huh? And then it just improves even more with Homestuck. A stick become Punisher, a stick. Your seething vengeance transforms you into a gritty, gun-toting vigilante. However, due to your abysmal imagination, This is the best costume you come up with. You draw a ridiculous-looking skull on the front of your jacket with a dark stone. Or maybe it was an old lump of dog shit. You're not really sure. Oh no. Can't believe how shitty your guns are. It is extraordinarily unlikely that they work at all. A stick plus Bathurst fight crime. Oh yes. You watch the flaming ruins of your once great empire. You have nothing left. You are going to make them pay for this. Demon Mobster Kingpin's emotions elevate. Nothing upsets him quite like the loss of a profitable empire of white-collar crime. It's almost too much for him to bear. A stick, spin wheel of life. You consult with the wheel of life to guide you on how to proceed with outrageous kicking that's sure to follow. However, the wheel narrowly misses the crime-fighting slot. It looks like you and your son will be heading west instead. That's life, you guess. Oh god, what's that smiley face? Boop. A stick has dragged in space of Prospector's colon. Oh my god. You purchase an ox and some goods like cured meats, whiskey, tobacco, and other essentials. You pack your supplies into your coveted wagon. Your old life is over. You and Bathurst will be starting anew out on the open frontier. Heroes, enter gutter pipe. It is still recording, mate. Oh yeah, I had that open. Might as well close Steam. Boop. But am I still recording? Yeah, my mic's still recording properly. Gentlemen, aggressively. As gentlemen, you feel strongly that when confronted with a dictatorial word, an energetic fist should be ready to resist. In fact, you have a great deal of thoughts on how a gentleman ought to behave. For instance, his nose should pant and his lips should curl. Additionally, his cheeks should flame and his brow should furl. His bosom should heave and his heart should glow. And last but not least, his fist be ever ready for a knockout blow. Good rhymes. Fiesta Mobster Kingpin, Titan Berserker. Oh no. Disgusted with the display of fuffery, you show them how a real man should behave. A man's man. You tighten the drawstrings on your woman's undergarments. The great compactification causes an alteration in your biochemistry. Fiesta Mobster Kingpin becomes Dark Matter Mobster Kingpin. DMMK, just to make sure things get a little more confusing. Oh gee, it's just gonna get worse. Your mass increases by a factor of 10,000. Your volume is diminished by a factor of 100. Your increased density creates a strong gravitational field. The gravitational forces cause the dollhouse to shake. Welp, we're all dead. Why is a dog barking? Oh, that's why I have the AFK. And we're back. Boop. Hysterical dame and nervous broad fall to the room below with the whores. Boop. Oh, they keep falling. That's not good. A stick, go hunting. Unsurprisingly, your shitty gun explodes. Oh no. It looks like you will have to brave the frontier while short on supplies. Your dear Bathurst will have to go hungry another night. To compound your troubles, there's a river ahead. You face the eternal question, to cock or to ford. I probably pronounced this wrong. How do you pronounce this?
Cock.
Guess I got it right. A stick! Ford River! You decide a guy this hard-boiled doesn't go messing around with totally unmanly things like cock. You boldly ford the treacherous, ice-cold river. Bathurst slips and falls into the river, and is carried away by the currents. Dear, sweet, precious Bathurst, there's nothing you can do to save him. Bathurst has drowned. Wait, no, there's more. Poor Bathurst. Demon mobster Kingpin grieves at young Bathurst's passing. It's so sad. He's reaching a near critical spike in emotion. Pickle Inspector, keep up heavy shelling of the Demon Mobster Kingpin with that cannon. Demon Mobster Kingpin continues to absorb the cannon fire. His regeneration keeps pace with the damage. So the actual emotion loss is what's causing this, huh? The wicked salvo is releasing a massive deluge of pink nectar. The busy bees work tirelessly to gather it up. The next and second and final comb is well on its way to completion. Meanwhile, in the afterlife, they're having fun. A stick laments life. Guess I got heck. And back. A stick laments life. Your oxen have died, and you've long since consumed their remains. You're out of supplies. You have burned your wagon for warmth. You nurse the opening of your jug of whiskey for any few precious drops that may remain. With no earthly possessions left, you resort to wandering the wilderness, and you trudge through a smelly swamp. Oh heck, they referenced Bard Quest too. That's surprising. As you trudge through the smelly swamp, you contemplate the harrowing abyss of despair that is your life. It is more than you can bear. Weakened by starvation and grief, you crawl to a tree stump and collapse. The frickin' tree stumps. A peculiar aura of misery surrounds the stump, but you're too depressed to give it much thought. You're at the end of your rope. Your days of success and happiness are a distant memory. You are a husk of a man. A stick. Dig up stump. For some reason, using your last ounce of strength, you're compelled to dig up the stump. You find a gun buried beneath. There's only one thing left for you to do. The tragedy is all Demon Mobster Kingpin can stand. He suffers an emotional breakdown, maturing a new sorrow tech, level 76 dramaturgical catharsis. Whoa. And we're back. Comb status. The bees have completed the next impetuous comb. The penultimate comb drips with particularly rich honey. It is a real whopper of a comb, dwarfing its predecessors. Oh. A Stick's game of life ended. Was it all an illusion? An entire lifetime spent on the top of a table, on top of a hat in the blink of an eye? Your piss-poor imagination grapples with a heady metaphysical issue to little avail. Death returns, possibly to offer perspective on the lessons learned from the game of life you were so eager to jump into. Perhaps next time you will dread with greater caution. A stick, punch death and snap to establish infuriation. Aww. While Death is distracted, a number of stragglers appear to be wandering out of the afterlife. Oh no. Death is terribly flustered. He attempts to shoo everyone back into the door. Oh god, this guy is here too. And the whale. Oh no. Phil past future. Pickle Inspector Suckle Receptacle. Past future Pickle Inspector Rave Temporal Replica Listen. I wonder when the future one will appear. Best future Pickle Inspector taps out outrageous power to the 7th comb to coast honey. It is so potent he only requires half the receptacle for a rare half-raid maneuver, large hadron part pickle acceleration. The rest of the honey remains mysteriously for later consumption. Fast feature Pickle Inspector spots the huge floating traffic light portals which everyone seems to have forgotten about. He puts them in the 2 distinct closed circuits. Oh gee. The part Pickle accelerates himself through one half of the makeshift collider. Past future Pickle Inspector approaches the speed of light, which unfortunately for the fans still remains at its unchanged constant value. Future Pickle Inspector finally appears from the past, conveniently in the midst of the second collider. Future Pickle Inspector Rave Temporal Replica Listen. Future Pickle Inspector uses the rest of the honey for the other half-raid maneuver. Large Hadron Anti-Part Pickle Acceleration. We're doing it. We're doing it, man. We're making it happen. He begins his journey in reverse through the other half of the traffic light portal collider. The Large Hadron Part Pickle's aim at Demon Mobster Kingpin just beneath the large hat drawn on top of his head. Wait, we're in the next chapter? It's not marking the chapters anymore. But Chapter 20, Temporal Replicas Legend. Oh boy. Collide. The 2-part pickles collide, obliterating each other in an act of self-sacrifice. It is a chance to use their lives for the greater good which they relish. We're about to get to a very big part. Oh my. Ace Dick, have tearful reunion with Bathurst. Dad was so unsuccessful in his attempt to shoo everyone back in the door, so they have no choice but to brace for impact. Ace Dick shields sweet Bathurst from the terrific blast. You won't lose him this time. Never again, you say. Never again. The tender reunion causes Demon Mobster Kingpin to grow a second emotions gauge. What are you doing to this poor man? It turns out to be a moot point, though. Demon Mobster Kingpin's final health meter has been totally wiped out by the collision. Pink nectar is everywhere. His epic swoon causes him to descend. There is a strange fellow standing on top of a large hat drawn on Demon Mobster Kingpin's head. You're quite sure you've never detected his existence before, and probably never will again. You have discovered the elusive, supermassive Higgs Bonehead. He appears to be very dense, unintelligent, slow-moving, and tragically short-lived. Meanwhile, Demon Mobster Kingpin's nether regional vulnerable blooms again, exposing his weak spot. Pickle Inspector, snipe weak spot. You can probably end this whole thing right now with one clean head bulb shot. Your section is out of ammo! Death appraise Bonehead's mortality. The mournful look in Death's empty eye socket says it all. You're not long for this world, Mr. Bonehead. I am so sorry. Higgs Bonehead, target weak spot with Kimike's attack. The Bonehead knows what he must do. He flings his tremendous girth bulbward. Pickle Inspector, give problem Sleuth chronoscope. In a moment of quick thinking, you realize Problem Sleuth will need a scope to reactivate the wheel and turn the universe. Problem Sleuth plugs the scope into the wheel. Death convinces everyone to get back inside so they all don't go flying off the top hat. His persistent badgering pays off. They finally listen to reason. The reason. The Problem Sleuth turn wheel. You flip the universe, reversing the Bonehead's course, directly towards the bulb. But wait, something is happening. It is too late. The Bonehead's life has expired. He dissipates into a soup of constituent part pickles, which then dissipate into nothing. The Bonehead has been slain. Good night, sweet Bonehead. Problem Sleuth, throw your hat down in. You're determined not to let this opportunity slip by. You're just way too hard-boiled to be deterred by the setback. With decisive action, you issue a command to your shipmates. This is really good music timing. It's like part 2 all over again. Pickle Inspector, go pick up huge barrel. Pickle Inspector begins his dogged trek towards the barrel. The voyage should take several days on account of Pickle Inspector's Frankenstein slowness. Problem Sleuth throws down his hat in disgust. Heroes, aggress demon mob... something Mobster Kingpin. Whatever he was called. A dark matter Mobster Kingpin. What the frick are they doing? Oh! Oh. Hysterical dame, nervous broad, and whores aggress dark matter Mobster Kingpin. Hysterical dame and nervous broad, leaders and liberators to all prostitutes, command their loyal horse to prepare for battle. The horse complies swiftly. Your party is now accompanied by a Harlot Ranger, a Troll Top Thief, and Strumpet Priestess. You are having a hard time inflicting any damage on Dark Matter Mobster Kingpin, who is shielded by a strong gravitational field. Seems to be absorbing everything you throw at it, including lashes of paint and scalding flames. Oh gee. The whores aren't having much luck either. The field swallows up your arrows as well as an entire summoned Demimond goddess. The troll-topped thief attempts to steal from Dark Matter Mobster Kingpin. She steals nothing but loses 117 spondylus in the process. Pickle Inspector, check ripeness. If you examine your schema pumpkin, it's looking awfully pungent. This is unsurprising since it's almost February and you should have taken it off your porch months ago. Pickle Inspector's gamut schema is mere moments from expiring. It has been almost an hour. Pickle Inspector has ventured several feet across the deck. He seems quite pleased with his progress. Even the vulnerable is getting a little impatient. He has half a mind to close back up if something doesn't happen soon. He checks his watch. It's almost 1 a.m. The witching hour has nearly expired. Oh my god. Meanwhile, in the speakeasy. The patrons of the speakeasy have put the witching hour to good use. They have imbibed heavily, and any one of these fellas tell you the whole winging's gone is like eggs and coffee. Everyone is in agreement. It's about time to relocate this hootenanny to the sleazy brothel. But the hatless man demands a nightcap before they go. He slurs instructions to the barkeep that he'd like whatever's in that bottle over there. The barkeep wonders if the man is sure about that, and ventures that perhaps he's had enough tonight. The man assures him of the contrary with a red-faced rebuttal. The hatless man obtains the ink of squid pro quo. Patrons head to brothel. They head for the studio, but the madam does not appear to be around. Maybe she's in the dollhouse tending to her ladies? Patrons enter dollhouse. There's nothing in here but a huge hole in the floor. There are powerful gravitational forces emanating from the hole, and none of these patrons are in any condition to maintain their balance. Oh god. Gentlemen, aggress, demon mobster, dark matter mobster kingpin. The gentleman aggressed this uncouth ruffian with a sort of tactic to strike their fancy at the moment by waking stiff contest to a series of old-timey childhood games. The dapper swain makes a smashing play with his rubber ball and notes a triumph by bellowing "horse before carriage," as is the only proper way. However, before he can scoop the jacks up, they vanish into the field. The churlish top is having a devil of a time with the match of stickball. His bow bounces into the field as well, never to be recovered. The merrily highbrow buzzed onto the stage with a spirited game of hoop and stick. He was but a lad when he last played. The activity had him feeling youthful and invigorated, free as a swollen-breasted popinjay. Highbrow, level 4 hoop tech, dark matter mobster kingpin, Katamari ball. Na 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 na. Katamari Damacy. Oh heck. That's actually what it is. Oh my god. The highbrow briskly rose demon the dark matter mobster kingpin around Katamari style, gathering lesser debris lying about such as melons, arrows, coins, and bits of eggshell. The ball soon accumulates every character under the dollhouse. The highbrow, unsurprisingly, is absorbed by his own ball. Dark matter mobster kingpin, tighten drawstrings. Alright. There he goes. Dark matter mobster kingpin is livid about the lack of respect he's being shown. The top mob boss just ain't cut out for this short treatment, you see. He reduces his volume again and cranks his mass up by a factor of 1 billion. Oh boy. Comb report. What is this song? Ugh. Professor B oversees the mammoth undertaking of filling the final comb. Vast quantities of pain nectar were generated from the previous attack. The workers scramble to keep pace. It is the mother of all combs. The professor hopes you know what you are doing. That's gonna be in the thumbnail, definitely. Oh, jeez. Fan report. The electric current is still taking its sweet time. It's barely even begun to make the journey across the universe, and it sure looks like that useless deity over there couldn't give a shit. Pickle report. Pickle Inspector isn't faring much better with his blasted Frankenstein slowness. Now, it almost seems as slow as the lousy, stupid speed of light. You put your resolve hat back on, which conveniently is the same hat as your normal hat. This is not a good time for freaking slowness, you mutter. In fact, you say, gathering an exceptionally hard-boiled demeanor as you poise yourself to deliver a cold-blooded line. There's no time for Franklin's slowness, which is a good time for Franklin's slowness. I butchered that horribly. Let me try that again. In fact, you say, gathering an exceptionally hard-boiled demeanor as you poise yourself to deliver a cold-blooded line. There's no time for Frankenstein's slowness, which is a good time for Frankenstein's slowness. Pickle Inspector, turn wheel 90 degrees. You pitch the universe 9 degrees, CCW, tipping the barrel towards an utterly immobile Pickle Inspector. Pickle Inspector readies himself to catch it. The barrel bounces off Pickle Inspector's head, sailing overboard laterally. Problem Sleuth rights the universe and let it fall beneath the weak spot. Pickle Inspector, turn wheel 180 degrees. Yes! Demon Mobster Kingpin's supply of Spunk Mira has been depleted. Pickle Inspector, right universe. Oh no. What, Pumpkin? Pickle Inspector's Gambit schema has expired, along with the rightness of the schema Pumpkin, which may or may not have ever existed. Dark Matter Mobster Kingpin, descend into the game of life. Oh no. The force of entry has caused the orbiting mob of characters to disperse throughout the game. Demon Mobster Kingpin is nowhere to be found. Dark Matter Mobster Kingpin descends from the heavens much to the rapture of his jealous occultites. They herald the messianic arrival of their beloved mob boss. They have kept his empire well, and he is pleased. Everyone, exit life. There isn't much for you to do in this stupid board game, so you all decide to leave. Meanwhile, in the afterlife, everyone hears a lot of commotion outside the door. Everyone decides to go check it out with brazen disregard for Death's polite request that they stay put. Death throws down his hat in disappointment. He really must remember to invest in stronger security measures for the afterlife. Oh no! Okay, that's clever. Everyone, exit afterlife. There's barely even any room on the hat for everyone here. The vulnerable bulb has closed. Demon Mobster Kingpin makes his ominous final ascent/descent. Hatless man, drink ink of squid pro quo. Lament is delighted. The beholder there continues into the night with all these little faces on top of its peculiar bad service. He slurs drunken tidings of merriment to this effect, remarking how he's just so happy to see all his wardrobe cool. He ready to spot him for a celebratory swing. Aww. Hysterical dames swats the bottle of ink away from the foolish drunkard. Thugs, prostrate thyself before Savior. Oh gee. The thugs buckle their knees and cast their unworthy torsos sidewards. Whether it is on account of submission or the strong gravitational forces, it is difficult to say. Perhaps in this mobster gravitation-based cult, there is no difference. Dark matter mobster kingpin, tighten drawstrings yet again. You give them a good tug this time, lowering your volume and jacking up your mass to a factor of 1,000,000,000,000,000,000. Roughly the weight of an Earth-sized planet. Dark matter mobster kingpin has slipped under his southward radius and collapsed to become black hole mobster kingpin. Nothing can escape his gravitational pull, not even light, no matter how slowly and steadily it attempts to crawl out of its gravity well. Chapter 21. Black Hole Mobster Kingpin. Might as well just 1,490. Boop. Death, greet new visitors. You have become so frazzled by people coming and going, you completely forgot to have some tea prepared for your new guests. Seems all the imaginary pickle inspectors have finally caught up with each other in the afterlife. Death begs visitors to stay. Oh no. You plead with these fellows to stay in the afterlife. You're at your wit's end. You will do anything. The gentleman agrees amicably to remain where they are. The gray fellow appears to be way too large and unintelligent to leave anyway. Aw, look at that. Why do they have a crush on the whale, though? Why? The madam, who appears not to have left with the others, gives her assurance as well. She suggests a round of that game you're so fond of, the one with the mammals. She doesn't mind. If you didn't know it better, you would swear the madam was beginning to fancy you. You become a little uncomfortable. Pick up the problem, Sleuth. Get your ink flask. Problem Sleuth acquires the ink of Squid Pro Duo and puts it safely in his pocket, where any good flask belongs. The items remaining in your inventory are, of course, 4 precious pieces of candy corn, a lot of useless ammunition, and your supplies of elf tears, weasel snot, hog slop, and pie filling, each respectively at 36, 12, 18, and 39 drops precisely. Now all you need is a weapon. Oh god. The gravitational pull of Black Hole Mobster Kingpin is unstoppable. Everything, the game of life is being ripped apart. Buildings, trees, ugly dogs, everything is sucked into his event horizon. There we go. Everything. Oh. Now that's actually threatening. It's Demon Mobster Kingpin's third and final face. He is more fearsome than ever, with 3 health meters and a deadly black hole version of his non-imaginary self posting on top of his hat. In addition to which, he is completely invulnerable to all physical attacks and has no weakness to increases in blood sugar or emotions. He is only susceptible to damage caused by righteous fires of charisma, but it is doubtful there is any hero in the cosmos bold enough to wield them. Oh, he also regenerates any quantity of damage he suffers instantaneously. Good luck! Nevis Broad, an hysterical dame, gets sucked into her event horizon in a more elongated manner. As you approach the event horizon, the strong tunnel forces cause your aspect ratios to be stretched out. Nevis Broad loosens her aspect corset to compensate. Another perfectly fitting track. Pluck. The closer you get, the more pronounced the gravitational time dilation becomes. To everyone else in the universe, you appear to be slowing down until you seem frozen in time just outside the horizon. But to you, everything in the universe appears to be speeding up. Just before you cross the horizon, you catch a glimpse of every future event in this universe all happening at once. Nevis Broad, put on sunglasses. The Ben Stiller shades have now witnessed every single event in the universe at once. What you witness cannot be described by words, a spectacle transcending time and space. If it is a true thousand angels dance on the head of a pin, then so it seems all universal events imagined and real play on the polarized lens of a Hollywood B-list celebrity. You cross through the event horizon. Demon Mobster Kingpin, level 99 Cuddletech Thorn Swoggle. Demon Mobster Kingpin deploys his black briere of cruelty. The Macabre thicket acts as yet another impenetrable defense barrier, as if he needed one. Demon Mobster Kingpin can also wield the bamboo offensively. The frisky creepers get down to business. It's a business of not minding their own business and involving themselves in your business. Oh no. Pickle Inspector and Problem Sleuth are constricted in a prickly sleeper hold. Could this be the end? I suppose if you were to perish, you could always just walk out death's door again. Oh wait! I'm gonna take a quick break to get a drink, but this is getting really, really interesting. This is really endgame material. And this album is like actually fitting a lot of the scenes we're at perfectly. But my throat is getting a little so I'm gonna get a drink. I shall return. And boop. Death and Company, level 3, Hippotech the Hunger. Oh my. It fits perfectly. Oh gee. Hippo Inspectors ascend to Godhead. Here's that big moment. The 4 Pickle Inspectors are beckoned by their creator. Godhead Pickle Inspector fondly regards his beloved children. Godhead Pickle Inspector has a specific task for the 4 of you. Naturally, you're all eager to do its divine bidding. Pickle Inspectors, temporal repleximile ad infinitum. Each Pickle Inspector divides himself into 2 smaller parts, deploying one to the past, the other to the future. Their parts continue this process ad infinitum. Soon, the part pickles are so small they exist on the atomic scale and so plentiful
They occupy every location and every moment of the universe's history. The part pickles politely play the roles of each elementary particle in the standard model, namely quarks, electrons, and neutrinos. Their forces are propagated by different sorts of lumbering boneheads, including photons and glutons, which lazily shovel along at the speed of light. The mini-particle energy interactions have even created some morons and moron neutrinos. Sadly, their lifespans are rather short and they undergo the process of moron decay. The particles spread throughout history to comprise all of the matter in the universe at every moment in time. And so, it was that Godhead Pickle Inspector created the universe. He regarded his creation with fondness and saw that it was good.
And that's how we all came to be. No.
The tidal forces have stretched hysterical Dame into a string of quarks.
Nervous Broad maintains her voluptuous, full-bodied figure, but isn't sure how much more she can loosen her corset. Hysterical Dame and Nervous Broad land already. Hysterical Dame reverts back to her original dimensions. The others land too. You wonder where the heck Nervous Broad went. It seems you were all standing on her. She tightens her corset. It looks like the Demimond goddess has been waiting here to greet you, wherever it is here might be. She had on an earlier occasion summoned her army of courtesan angels to help her escape. They naturally proved to be of no use whatsoever. There are an awful lot of them. 1,000 to be precise, each shrunk into a minuscule size. It could be that these are the 1,000 angels which are said to dance on the head of a pin. Or the head of a king pin. It is time. Weasel King, survey kingdom. His Royal Excellency makes a regal and slightly disconcerted perusal of his realm through the brass eyepiece of his imperial gazing wand. He's been monitoring developments with a nearby volcano, which until today has been inactive for centuries. Yes, it does seem that Mount St. Lardass is fit to burst. Oh my. Meanwhile, recap part 2. The devil is touching up on a few notes of his sulfuric tablature. He documents a tale which was last updated in a tome of wayfaring souls by a now rather preoccupied Death. When Death had finished his last entry, Demon Mobster Kingpin had just exposed his second face. Team Sleuth had invoked their gambit schemas. Hysterical Dame and Nervous Broad had begun wandering through the sleepy brothel in the sky, and A-Stick was embarking upon a game of life with death. Is that game that we pick up again? Wait. Alright. The devil wondered why he's even bothering with his useless exercise in the self-evident. The gravitational pull of Black Hole Mobster Kingpin is slowly drawing every heavenly body closer together. The levels of the Cathedral of Syndetic Ascension are telescoping under the forces of compression. Uh-oh. The Breer of Cruelty is choking the life out of you and your ally. You'd better think of something fast. Your lives depend on it. Indeed, the entire universe depends on it. Pickle Inspector, Tickle Breer of Cruelty. You retrieved the tech tricks of the Arbiter you were granted as a boon from the Weasel King a while ago to duel with death. You had since stowed it in your hat for safekeeping. That bit of cunning foresight was certainly a feather in your cap, figuratively speaking, of course. Pickle Inspector, Tickle Tech, Level 1, Feather Metal. I don't bumble! You're foolish, Butterfingers, mishandle the feather! You probably should have spent more time leveling up your Tickle Tech first. Problem, Sleuth? Catch it! You obtain the legendary Tech Tricks Caliber. Pick Problem, Sleuth / Breer. Pickle Inspector lands at the ship's helm, ready to put the wealth of nautical experience from his skippering days to use. Final comb status. The ace comb is complete. Problem, Sleuth, fill suckle receptacle. Problem, Sleuth, Problem, Sleuth, Chapter 22. Sepulchritude! Righteous fires of charisma wipe out the Breer. The resplendent light of divine pulchritude consumes your spirit. It is time. Problem, Sleuth, righteous aggression! It is Demon Mobster Kingpin's third health meter has been eliminated. Death, secure doors. With everyone distracted by the spectacle overhead, you think now would be a good time to lodge a contrabass clarinet between the doors of life and death. You're tired of letting so many weight-bearing souls slip through your bony fingers. Oh no. When you open the door, the massive difference in gravitational potential sucks you and everything in the afterlife through it. Sort of. Through it. Sort of like a short circuit of gravity. Whoops. Oh yes. Flowers and angels and honeybees are everywhere. What a mess. You've got to get that door closed. It won't be easy though. It's likely that only the strongest man on earth can close it. A stick, level 99, belly of the whale, blowhole swan song. No stranger to massive suction forces, you open that awesome aquatic pie trap of yours and feel your most advanced stomach take a fall. The whale above sheds a tear of salty, liquid admiration. You consume your counterparts, Zombie A-Stick and BS A-Stick, finally uniting as one mean, strapping dick of unprecedented valor. A phenomenal transformation takes place. You become, my god, you become a stick. Really, you're just utterly astounded by how shitty your imagination is. If your imagination was a face, you would punch it. In the face. A stick, closed door. You close the door with a little effort. Death launches it shut with a sturdy instrument. The entire flower was sucked through the door, inside out. On closing the door, the gravitational forces have been snuffed out, leaving an empty stem where the afterlife once was. Godhead Pickle Inspector regards it fondly, albeit in a slightly disconcerted manner. Angels escape via a Hawking radiation. The angels flock near the event horizon as far as they can make it against the pull of the gravitational field. Due to the principles of uncertainty regarding the existence of angels in a vacuum, each splits into angel/anti-angel pairs. For each pair, one of the two escapes while the other falls back into the black hole. The Demigmondi goddess also splits, creating a pair of Demigmondi semi-goddesses. One escapes, the other stays. The black hole emits a such angelic hawking radiation and shrinks due to the loss of mass/energy. Well, I don't know what album to play now. So, I'm going to play something I could feel like might fit it. "1 Year Older." Nah, I don't think that could. I don't know. Instead, Homestuck music stream. What is this? Oh my god. What? Oh god. That's a big thing. But not what I'm looking for. This. The black. Alright. DS Seraponic Dynamics. Cherubim's Rush. The Demigmondi semi-goddess commands her army to throw everything it's got at the unholy demon head. The angels and anti-angels that remain in the black hole settle back down on the hat. Hatless man, retrieve hat. The ordinary drunkard snatches his well-traveled headwear from death. He has a bone to pick with him and is going to let the bony fellow hear it. The man vomits into his hat. Oh no. Demigmond semi-goddess grant promise you the boon. The semi-goddess bestows you with the most powerful set of keys in the universe. The Smith Corona Blood Splitter. Dispatcher of the despotic, convincer of the uncompelled. It is one of several fabled holy weapons reserved for the chosen arbiter, sealed and protected by the realm's hallowed figures of nobility. She plucks a ribbon from her hair and supplies you with ammunition. You acquire one ink ribbon cartridge. Problem Sleuth, load weapon. You load the cartridge into the blood splitter, pull back on the bolt handle, lock and load with a D. Problem Sleuth, level 98 Sleuth Diplomacy, poison pen letter. You hammered at the keys of the Smith Corona, the machine gun fire of your typing roars throughout the heavens. You pen a strongly worded, rather unpleasant note to Demon Monster Kingpin. With a flourish, you notarize the memorandum with some official marks and present it to Demon Monster Kingpin for his judicious consideration. Demon Monster Kingpin is so stupid, moron! Demon Monster Kingpin, you smell bad and you suck. God, do you even know how lame you are? What is with all these heads and where do you get off being so impossible anyway? We spent more than half the game fighting you. If ugly retards returned, you would be the one that smells the worst. Problem Sleuth. Jackass ugly. Demon Mobster Kingpin's sick burn meter suffers a critical spike. You load the scathing doctrine into the weapon's cartridge. Problem Sleuth, level 99 Sleuth diplomacy, packs Probless scum. In a last-ditch effort to salvage diplomatic proceedings, you invoke the ultimate resolution in your formal attach of plenipotentiary clauses, motioning for bilateral demilitarization and cessation of hostilities for the mutual advancement and prolonged commitment to the furtherance of harmonious relations among sovereign parties. Peace be with you! Demon Mobster Kingpin's second health meter has been eliminated. Black Hole Mobster Kingpin, Titan Drawstring. Seeing your precious black hole dwindling, you give your bracers drawstrings another stiff tug. Your mass now stands multiplied by a factor of a whopping Google. Your mass exceeds that of the entire universe. Black Hole Mobster Kingpin now occupies the center of a supermassive black hole. Demon Mobster Kingpin, ladder to hell. Seeing his impending demise, Demon Mobster Kingpin grows a few extra health meters. MSPA readers react to update. Oh sweet, a new page. MSPA readers, never mind, continue. Oh god. Devil prod damned with fork. You give the moron a lively poke with the gay pornography. The moron shed tears, either of torment or of gratitude. You will assume it is the latter. The universe is becoming a rather crowded place. The Chicago overcoat is headed straight for an encroaching sun. If not for your wealth of nautical seasoning, you would find this development rather disconcerting.
Pickle Inspector, navigate with sextants. You take the chronoscope from the wheel again and attach it to your trusty sextant. The clock tower section is activated. Its great index arm pendulum swings to and fro, simultaneously plotting the ticks of time and the altitude of heavenly bodies. Pickle Inspector, plot a new course. Through careful adjustment of the instrument's various mirrors and dials, you rotate the entire universe about the ship's vertical axis. The ship casts off from Demon Mobster Kingpin. Who wants no part of that blazing sun? You are free to navigate the stars for however long they may last. You pop the scope back in place to reactivate the wheel. Although that may have been somewhat premature, you're now headed directly for the clock tower.
Weasel King, ride Mount Lardass like a mechanical bull. What the heck is... Oh. You already did that a while ago, and it was a lot of fun. But the time for such games has passed. Mount St. Lardass is in critical state of instability. Your kingdom is in jeopardy. You direct your imperial gazing wand above. What you spy through the eyepiece troubles you deeply. It is not just your kingdom, but the whole universe which is in peril. You regally ponder the fuck out over the dilemma. You know the answer lies within the depths of your bottomless kingly wisdom. You know there is only one hope. There is only one chosen arbiter. Weasel King, commune with Arbiter. The souls of the Arbiter and the King merge as one. The prophecy was true. Destiny flips the fuck out. Problem Sleuth, final flip out. The rest of your ink is drained, fueling a final conflagration of all-consuming holy charisma. The majesty of your personal charm spreads throughout the cosmos. Legends will speak of a great champion of portraiture. Scribes will scroll his praises. Bards will wail his glories. Poets will bleed their inkwells dry and weep them full again. Men of character will breathe the story they're passing, as warrior blows white conch on jagged rock, as Partimore puts flushed lips to lovers' mouths. Men of spirit aflame, open of shirt and snug of pantaloon. Rose-breasted men with swiveling hips, nimble legs and restless hearts. Men whose vehemence of temperament fills your throats with melody, their footwork with rhythm. The fiery cluck of learned, genteel men as these will pique the ear with tales of its champion. A champion who, by metal of his glowing personal charm alone, saved the universe. The vulnerable blooms, exposing Demon Mobster Kingpin's fetal seed pod. If it is allowed to detach, it will mature into a new and revitalized Demon Mobster Kingpin. You probably should not let this happen. Unfortunately, to Pulchritude has sapped your last ounce of vim. There isn't even a large object around to throw it at anyway. Meanwhile, that useless skipper of yours is off gallivanting somewhere. The useless skipper makes note of the development with his keen ogle. No time to correct the ship's course. You will have to refit sniper rifle with a scope for a final kill shot. Hurry, you fool! This is incredibly urgent! Black Hole Mobster Kingpin, tighten drawstrings to limits. Enraged by the downfall of your demon head, you give that corset one last tug. Your mass soars to an insane multiple of 1 Googleplex. Through the inscrutable extraspatial crannies and fissures within a singularity, you undergo another bizarre transmogrification. Black Hole Monster Kingpin, retrieve arms from crannies and fissures. You already got about 1,000 of them, lord ass. Black Hole Mobster Kingpin swells to a monstrous, ultra-massive black hole. The sun is absorbed by the black hole, filling it with daylight. The stellar body heats up that ludicrous battleship you call an ass. Elsewhere, molten rock churns. Pickle Inspector finally puts the sniper rifle together. He takes aim at the seed pod. Demon Mobster Kingpin is too weak to resist the pull of the black hole. Pickle Inspector misses his shot opportunity. Unless there may be one last hope. Pickle Inspector, fire at moon. You blast a chunk of the moon. Captain Snoop and his mecha legs are jettisoned from the satellite. There goes the moon. As the black hole expands, Problem Sleuth is pulled closer to its event horizon. You watch universal events around you accelerate as it approaches. The Chicago Overcoat approaches the clock. Just before the ship collides, the universe flips around sporadically for reasons you can't explain. Time zooms off to infinity. The electric current travels through the sand cord, across the the relativistically shortened span of the universe in the blink of a relativistically accelerated eye. It reaches the ham needle, loops through it, and doubles back across the universe lickety-split. Finally, it reaches the square shoulder toes, through the bread truck, out the private booth, and through the ceiling of the brothel. Captain Snoop's noble mouth comes to a rest at the foot of Whore Island. The end of its long journey coincides with that of the electric current. The bus falls into the labyrinths of the cube comprehensiles and fathomable catacombs. Egad! Once again, no time to correct the ship's course. Gotta save that bus. Only you can do it. You know that cube inside and out, literally. Pickle Inspector, steer universe. You pop the scope back in the wheel and steer like a man possessed. You mature the ultimate steer tech, Jaffer's Reckoning, a man, a wheel, a dream. The universe flips around sporadically, for reasons which are now plainly evident. Oh boy. Problem Sleuth is pulled into the event horizon. The Snoop emerges unscratched. The cube has been bested once and for all. It vanishes. You're a winner. Aww, that's cute. You may be a winner for now, but your triumph looks to be short-lived. Demimon Semigoddess, aggress Seed Pod. You order your army of angels and anti-angels to finish off the foul demon head. They swarm to your command. Demon Mobster Kingpin, defensive glower. Defend the Seed Pod at all costs! Back, you wenches! The Demimon Semigoddess has been slain. Pickle Inspector, flip wheel one last time. You turn the universe, redirecting the bus towards the underside of the black hole. Captain Snoop is pulled in. The angelic army has been all but exterminated. A preoccupied demon mobster Kingpin does not notice the Trojan bust advancing. The bust explodes on impact. The candy inside rains sugary death on the fetal Seed Pod. Demon Mobster Kingpin's supply of pep gold is almost completely wiped out, but alas, there's just a little bit left. It is time to make the ultimate sacrifice. You finally part with a precious cargo. It is time. Demon Mobster Kingpin has been slain. Here comes that moon. Everyone, brace for impact. Duke! Oh my. Black Hole Mobster Kingpin is pushed through his corset. Mount St. Lardass erupts. The black hole explodes. The universe reverts to its prior dimensions. Everyone and everything trapped in the black hole is ejected in random directions throughout the universe. Demon Mobster Kingpin's hat falls through the sky. You breathe a sigh of relief. You can't imagine what you could possibly be forgetting to do. What the heck is that giant ticking sound? And what is the meaning of this large, busty fish woman in your wheel's viewport? Oh dear. Oh no. The bust to the face sends you reeling. Demon Mobster Kingpin's hat is skewered by the ham needle. Problem Sleuth, Ace Dick, and Pickle Inspector land in a hard-boiled manner. Pose as a team, 'cause shit job. Mobster Kingpin rides the ham needle like a giant deadly needle. Mobster Kingpin has been slain. He drops the Megaton key. A stick, get Megaton key. Picking up the ludicrously heavy key is no sweat for the strongest man in the world. You stash it in your inventory. Hysterical dame and nervous broad ride in an automobile which some grateful whores were kind enough to supply. Problem Sleuth, A Stick, Pickle Inspector, Victory Dance. While the others set their feet aflutter in righteous mirth, our hero is in no condition for merriment. I will be right back. And we're back. Probably the worst timing for me having to go AFK yet. You are. Oh wait, no. I forgot. I forgot I muted this as like an effect for music fading out. You are one of the top provinces in the Caligulous Void. Solicitations for your service are separated by eons of white noise in the stew of primordial consciousness, compensating abstract. It's a dewy world in the fibrous skin of now. You're feeling particularly as if existential tonight. What will you do? Quickly retrieve arms from approaching light. What approaching? Oh, that one. The dancer spins to a haunting melody. The light is so bright, you wonder what tantalizes you on the other side. If only you could. Wait, don't go. You breathe a deep sigh, resigned to the dark veil settling over your reality. Existing was fun while it lasted. What is the meaning of this moist feeling on your cheek? What mad torment do the gods have in store for you next? Are your eyes deceiving you? Oh wait, there's more. Are your eyes deceiving you? Is she slipping away? Was it all a dream?
No, it wasn't a dream! Quit bumping guns, you noodle-nosed loin! Now prop your lazy bones on those getaway sticks and shake a leg, mister! Everyone get in the flivver or this trip's for biscuits, see?
Everyone get in flivver. Probably butchered that. Exit. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. You're a winner. Thanks for playing. Problem Sleuth end credits. Animation, Andrew. Level design, Andrew. Character design, Andrew. 3D rendering, Andrew. Production manager, Andrew. Art direction, Andrew. Finance consultant, Andrew. Audio designer, Andrew. Story, you. And that is the end of Problem Sleuth. But not quite. We still have a bit left. We have Epilogue. Epilogue next. Okay. This is adorable. Now that's something no one expected. Oh my god. Professor Honeybee! Oh my. That's not good. Mobster Kingpin! Exit afterlife. Death is nowhere to be seen. You take the opportunity once again to sneak out of death's door. You're a loser!
Godhead Pickle Inspector, fondly regard creation.
Another balmy summer evening. The city rolls these nights like loaded dice. It's tough for a flatfoot to make it a town like this. Some towns are built loose and stiff, breeze of an upset blows through, but these bricks are tight-knit, built like a damn Chippewa birch bark canoe. Not much daylight seeps through, see? A gumshoe asks questions, and questions upset. It's like some shawless dame frostbitten in winter, too proud to take your coat for some damn reason. You know how dames are. The city turns her cold shoulder to a type of fella, and that's all there is to it. But a steak dinner don't pay for itself if you catch my drift. The streets won't bang on your office glass and ask for solicitation. The streets ease themselves, but a type of fella knows better than to just step aside. A man finds space between the city's greased wheels of upkeep, and when the time spins along, it sees there was feet filling shoes on just that slab of rock. A man waits and listens. Every place a placation. The alleyway spike of a bottle breaking, some tipsy beggar tissues the gravity, razor jewels shimmering on oil slick asphalt. The wail of a baby 3 floors up, ink is blotted before pact of appeasement sealed, hot formula dabbed on mother's wrist, and the shrill complaint of a phone. Ain't no one can say a man wasn't filling shoes here. Answer phone. You pick up the phone and there's no surprise it's some dame yakking about something. It's always the same with dames, always roped in a fix or some John with busy meat hooks and a spell of bad habits. Makes a man reach for his flask just thinking about it. Miss, if you're so down, I'll... Toots, listen, I can barely understand a word here. Sweetheart, I can't make heads or tails of... Hang up. The woman was clearly hysterical. It doesn't matter what she had to say, though. A hard-boiled lug like you has seen enough weepy lamps and spoiled makeup jobs to know what the matter is. What the matter is, there's a problem. And you'll be damned if you aren't gonna be the fella to sleuth it. There's only one thing left to do now. Pose as a team. The world is real. The end. Would you like to play another game? And that is the true end of Problem Sleuth. It's been a journey, but it ended well. Really, really well. And I'm happy with it. This is the first time I've ever actually read Problem Sleuth on the computer. I've said this before, but I did read it through the books originally, but never actually on the computer. So, yeah. But now we're done. That was the end. Thanks for watching my series, and I'll be back next week with one final episode. Goodbye. And it really does mean a lot that you watch the entire series of this. I don't know if you will watch episode 6 or if you just kind of skip to episode 5 for some reason, but again, thank you if you're hearing this at all. It really does mean a lot. And good night.